Good morning. Welcome back to Miss Barr's coffee table. Here are a couple of old and one new. Yoko Learns to Read by Rosemary Wells. You see, if you remember, this is what you felt like when you were learning to read. Yoko Learns to Read. Oh, these are CVC words. Bet you know those. Well, one's not a CVC word, is it? Yoko Learns to Read by Rosemary Wells. Oh, can you read these books? Also, look at, this is the side and they open this way. Yoko and her mama loved to read their 3 books from Japan. Yoko knew The Happy Doll, The Star Princess, and 3 Golden Eggs by heart. At school, Mrs. Jenkins gave Yoko 3 leaves, one for each book. Proudly, Yoko pinned her leaves on the class book tree. Yoko noticed that Valerie had 4 leaves, and Angelo had 6 leaves. Olive and Sylvia between them had 9 leaves. Yoko had no other books at home. Look at all those CVC words back there. That night, Yoko would not eat her favorite sushi. "I'm stuck at 3 book leaves," said Yoko to Mama. Olive and Sylvia said, "I would be left behind." "Let's read the Golden Eggs or maybe the Star Princess," said Yoko's Mama. "No, Mama," said Yoko. "I already have those book leaves." Yoko's Mama went to school to see Mrs. Jenkins. "Yoko is afraid to be left behind," said Yoko's Mama. Mrs. Jenkins said, "Oh, but you can make all the difference. Just read 1 book out loud with Yoko every night." Yoko's Mama did not tell Mrs. Jenkins that she herself could not read even 1 word on the classroom wall. Can Yoko's Mama not read? Is that the problem? Or is there more to it? Yoko and her mama put on their best kimonos from their trip to the library. Yoko got her own library card with her name on it. She picked out a beautiful book about a fox. There's her library card. Mr. Chatterjee, the librarian, stamped it and handed it to Yoko. "Bring the book back when you finish it. Then you may choose a different one," said Mr. Chatterjee. "I can't wait to read it," said Yoko. At home, Yoko and her mama sat at their tea table. Yoko's mama turned the pages from the back to the front. "In English books, we turn the pages the other way, Mama," said Yoko. "I learned that in school." So, there's a difference, isn't there? Here's the Red Fox book. I know you like fox books. Yoko and her mama followed the story by looking at the pictures. Yoko pointed to the cover. "I have seen these 3 words before. They are on Mrs. Jenkins' word wall. Tomorrow I will find out what they are. But I bet you already know." In school, Yoko copied the words onto a new book leaf. Then she told the picture story out loud. Mrs. Jenkins put the 4th book leaf up on the tree. "Telling isn't reading," Olive and Sylvia whispered. "I think you can read these words, Yoko," said Mrs. Jenkins. She pointed to the, red, and fox on the word wall. "Words are like faces," said Mrs. Jenkins. "Easy to remember." "Now that I know the red fox, I need another book," said Yoko. On the way to the library, Yoko saw a sign. "Look, Mama," she said. "It says, 'Bus Stop.' I am so proud of my little snowflower," said Yoko's mama. Yoko's new book was about a bunny who could fly. The bunny was wearing colorful shoes. "Shh," said Yoko. "I'll bet the shh word is shoes." It makes sense. On the school bus, Yoko showed her book to Maggie. Maggie was in 2nd grade and could read. "Magic has a soft G like Jim and a hard C like cup," she said. "Now I will get my 5th book leaf," said Yoko. Yoko and her mama brought the magic shoes back to Mr. Chatterjee. He suggested snug as a bug in a rug for Yoko. On their way out, Yoko read the word on the door for her mama. Library, said Yoko. It makes sense. Yoko had no trouble finishing snug as a bug in a rug. Mrs. Jenkins awarded Yoko her 6th book leaf. I bet you can't read my book, said Sylvia the next day. Or my book, said Olive. Yoko took a deep breath and then let it out. Sam's Pink Pig, she said, and my big hat. Yoko could not wait to tell her mama. Olive and Sylvia didn't believe me, said Yoko, but they found out, Mama, I can read. I can really, really read. Outside, the night wind blew and the snow flew. Inside, Yoko and her mama read their books. Do you think I could learn to read in English? Asked Yoko's mama. Yoko took out her crayon and paper and made a shape. What is that? Asked Yoko's mama. It's an A, said Yoko. That's where we start. Is that where you started? Thank you for reading with me. See you next time. And there's the rest of the end pages.